In this video, we will test your imagination. Are you ready? Okay, let's begin. Intro. Imagine the place that isn't just for dinner. It can vote, it can sing and makes you baklava. No, I'm not talking about your weird uncle who thinks he's a polymath. I'm talking about the country. Drumroll. It is Turkey. Did you get it? If you get it right, like the video. Now picture its cool, stylish cousin, Azerbaijan, rolling up in a vintage Lada with a trunk full of caviar and Caspian Sea swagger. What if these two powerhouses, these two brothers from another motherland, decided to just merge? Forget Brangelina, we're talking about Turkbaijan, or Azerki. We'll workshop the name. The premise is simple. We're blending Turkey and Azerbaijan into one quirky, chaotic, and frankly, delicious super country. We're talking about a nation where the national bird is a kebab, and the national sport is competitive tea drinking. This is the ultimate cultural mashup, the geopolitical equivalent of putting pineapple on pizza, but in a way that actually works and everyone agrees is a good idea. Let's dive straight into the Caspian Sea. I've got 5 big things we need to break down, and trust me, they get crazier and crazier as we go. We're gonna do it all over the next 10 minutes, so grab your say, get comfortable, and let's get into the glorious hypothetical mess of what happens when two nations become one. Buckle up. Chapter 1. Alright, let's start with the most fundamental thing. How do people even talk to each other? You've got your neighbor in Istanbul yelling, Merhaba. Your other neighbor, fresh from Baku, yells back, Salam. And they both turn to you and go, what did you say? I speak all 5 vowels now, it's beautiful chaos. But here's the thing, it wouldn't even be that chaotic. It would be efficiently chaotic. See, Turkish and Azerbaijani aren't strangers, they're part of the same Turkic language family. Think of them like Spanish and Portuguese, or a Boston accent and a New York accent. They share a ton of grammar, a truckload of vocabulary. So a merger wouldn't create a brand new confusing language. It would create the ultimate code-switching paradise. One sentence could start in Istanbul Turkish and end in a Baku dialect, and everyone would just nod along like, yeah, that tracks. The new national motto would be, one nation, 2 accents, no subtitles. It's perfect. Can you imagine the TV shows, the romantic dramas where the lovers are from different sides of the former border, and their biggest conflict is whether to say evet or bili for yes? It's riveting stuff, people. The real winners, though, the grandparents. They would dominate every family gathering, every volleyball game, just by yelling in a hyper-regional dialect that no one under 50 can fully comprehend. And the idioms. Oh, the idioms would be legendary. Turkish has this saying, Armut dibin düşer, which means the pear falls to the bottom of its tree, like the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Azerbaijani has phrases about pomegranates and mountains. You combine them? You get a new, meme-ready expression like, the pomegranate doesn't fall far from the kebab stand. It makes no sense, but it feels so right. This linguistic fusion would be a goldmine. Imagine the rap battles. You'd have rappers dropping bars that flow seamlessly between the two, creating rhymes that were literally impossible a year before. It would be a lyrical renaissance fueled by mutual intelligibility and a shared love for dramatic hand gestures. This isn't a communication breakdown, it's a communication upgrade. The government would have to issue a new unified dictionary every 6 months just to keep up with the slang. Teenagers would invent a whole new dialect on TikTok that would be obsolete by the time their parents figured out what say-level chill means. It would be a living, breathing language that's constantly evolving. A beautiful testament to two cultures becoming one. Honestly, the rest of the world would be so jealous. Chapter 2. Coming in at number 4. The one that really matters. The food. Picture this. A kebab that thinks it's a plav. A doner wrap so packed with saffron-scented rice that it has an identity crisis. A dolma that, after a long day of being a stuffed grape leaf, moonlights as a DJ at a Caspian seaside club. Welcome to the culinary thunderdome of our new super country. This isn't just about putting 2 menus next to each other. This is about deep spiritual fusion. We're talking about taking the best of both worlds and creating dishes that would make Gordon Ramsay weep with joy. Imagine a classic Turkish doner kebab, but the meat is marinated in the pomegranate molasses and spices typical of an Azerbaijani grill. Your taste buds wouldn't know what hit them. They'd be confused, overwhelmed, and begging for more. And the baklava. Oh, the baklava. Turkey has its pistachio and walnut-filled masterpieces. Azerbaijan has its diamond-shaped baklava, often with a nut in the center and drenched in a saffron-infused syrup. You combine them? You get baklava with layers of pistachio, walnut, and a saffron kick. It's a dessert so powerful, it could probably broker world peace. Each bite would be a journey from the Aegean to the Caspian. Then there's the tea culture. Both nations run on tea. It's the fuel of society. In Turkey, it's strong black say in a tulip-shaped glass. In Azerbaijan, it's also strong black say, often served with lemon, sugar cubes, and various sweets. In our unified nation, tea time becomes an extreme sport. Street vendors would hand out tulum cheese samples with a side of unsolicited life advice, and a glass of tea that could power a small city. Let's be real for a second, this isn't even that far-fetched. There's a deep shared history here. The Ottoman culinary influence and the diverse flavors of the Caucasus have been mingling for centuries. This union would just put that fusion on hyperdrive. We'd see a boom in five-star restaurants serving Anatolian Absheran cuisine. Food bloggers would lose their minds. Netflix would have a dozen shows about it. The street food scene would be legendary. At number 3, we're plugging in the aux cord. Imagine a DJ at a wedding in this new supernation. Quick, DJ labeled Mugam and Anatolian pop. He starts with deep, soulful, improvisational melodies of Azerbaijani Mugam. It's ancient, it's heart-wrenching, your uncle is probably crying in a corner. But then, just as the tears are about to fall, the DJ yells, "Drop the beat," and transitions into a high-energy Anatolian pop banger. Suddenly your grandma, who was just weeping, is now doing the floss. That's the musical landscape. It's a beautiful clash of sounds. Azerbaijani Mugam, incredibly complex traditional modal music, UNESCO masterpiece of intangible heritage. Then you have Turkish pop. Singsten insinkrami, Turkish and level heart-thumping rhythms, and the melancholic saz ballads that tell stories of mountains and lost love. You don't just mix these, you create a whole new genre, epic ballads that suddenly drop into festival bangers. The national anthem, mashup. First half, full dramatic choir with tar and Comanche. Second half, slick synth beat and a DJ scratch. Every national holiday would feel like a world tour. Every wedding becomes a cross-cultural Coachella. Your Spotify Wrapped would be a mess. And this synergy isn't just fantasy. Look at Eurovision. Turkey and Azerbaijan sending bangers and giving each other top points. Musicians from both countries collaborate all the time. The biggest pop star? An Izmir singer teaming up with a Mugam master from Shusha. Think of the dance floors. Yali, transitioning into the Turkish halay. It's about community, rhythm, and who can keep going the longest without passing out. The dance-offs would be legendary, fueled by tea and an unshakable sense of rhythm. The music videos would be insane, cut from the Maiden Tower in Baku to the fairy chimneys of Cappadocia. One shot. Close-up on a musician playing the saz. Next, a drone shot of a DJ on top of the flame towers. It's a visual and auditory feast. We have thousands of years of history, but we also have Wi-Fi. A young producer could sample a 100-year-old folk song and layer it with an 808 beat. It's the ultimate creative playground. The world wouldn't be able to get enough. Alright, we're at number 2, and things are getting seriously stylish. Let's talk aesthetics. What does this new country even look like? Two colors walk into a flag redesign meeting. Red, white, blue. They argue for a bit, then they walk out with a bomber jacket and a brand deal. The new national identity isn't just a flag, it's a whole vibe. It's a brand. Imagine the fashion. Playful, brilliant hybrid aesthetics. Azerbaijani carpet patterns, Turkish carpet patterns, woven into a pair of limited edition sneakers. Official sneaker drop. Sold out in seconds. Resale market chaos. Cappadocia ones. Baku Nights 3s. The fez? That iconic Turkish hat. It gets an update. The fezified baseball cap. Still red, still a tassel, now with a brim, and a team logo. Streetwear on influencers in Paris and Tokyo. State ceremonies as spectacle. Diplomats in tailored jackets with Caucasian embroidery. Honor guard doing synchronized silk scarf twirls in new national colors. Every summit. Mindtrur's Wes Anderson energy. More tea, better music. This is a big deal. National identity is deeply personal. Turkey and Azerbaijan have distinct proud histories and symbols. But fashion blends what politics can't. Streetwear remixes tradition into something modern and personal. The official hoodie becomes diplomatic debate, sleeve embroidery, Anatolian star, Buta symbol, youth brand recognition, flag designed by artists, historians, and a 19-year-old intern who just wants a tee, national airline uniforms by a top fashion house, Ottoman motifs with Caspian flair, viral safety video, gourmet kebab in-flight, soft power off the charts. A visual language that honors the past and rockets into the future, ancient and modern, traditional and trendy, look damn good doing it. The new motto, history but make it fashion. And here we are, the #1 spot, the one you knew was coming, saving the best, biggest, messiest, geopolitics with a side of borscht diplomacy. Because when you merge two countries, you're not just merging food, you're merging music, you're merging armies, economies, powerful neighbors. It gets complicated, fast. Let's get a concise, respectful history lesson on the screen. No pop quiz, I promise. Turkey and Azerbaijan, one nation, two states. Historic ties, cultural ties, shared Turkic language link. After the Soviet fall, Azerbaijan gained independence. Turkey was one of the first to recognize it. Today, close strategic partners. This isn't a random pairing. Logical, albeit fictional next step. So what are the realistic implications? First, infrastructure. Imagine a high-speed train from Istanbul to Baku, cutting straight through the mountains, breakfast on the Bosphorus, dinner on the Caspian, energy pipelines, trade routes, a massive energy and logistics hub connecting Europe and Asia, a geopolitical superpower overnight. Diplomacy would be fascinating. A louder voice on the world stage. Imagine them at the UN. The ambassador delivers a fiery speech. Then, he hands out complimentary locum to everyone. It's hard to argue with a man who just gave you free candy. Their soft power would be immense. Turkey's global reach, Azerbaijan's regional influence. And the military? NATO-style drills would get a serious upgrade. Imagine joint exercises where everyone brings pastries instead of just MREs. The goal isn't just tactical superiority, it's finding out who makes the best gazlane. Camaraderie would be off the charts. New border sign. Welcome to Turkbaijan. Please return lost goats to their ancestral playlist. Strong, but quirky. But here's the reality check. Merging sovereign states is hard. Political systems, legal codes, economies. You have to pick a new capital. Ankara, Baku, or build a futuristic Turkabad. Bureaucratic headaches would be legendary. And don't forget the neighbors. Russia, Iran, the EU, the US. Endless summits. Overly choreographed photo ops and awkward handshakes. Probably a few tense phone calls. Baklava platters at these summits would be working overtime. Ultimately, this thought experiment is about friendship. One nation, two states. Wide-tailed on genuine affection and shared identity. A full political merger is a wild fantasy, but culture, food, music, and friendship often cross borders far more easily than armies or politicians ever could, and that's a wrap. We just built a country. Let's do a rapid-fire recap. Number 5. The glorious language mashup, Turkish Azeri. Number 4. The food fusion frenzy. Number 3. Mugham pop bangers. Number 2. Carpet-patterned sneakers and flag-themed bomber jackets. Number 1. The big, messy, beautiful reality of geopolitics and friendship. For me, the wildest has to be the food. Donerplov? Sign me up. This was a wild ride, a deep dive into a hypothetical union that's as delicious as it is complex. We laughed, we learned, and now we all crave kebab baklava fusion. If you felt any of that, do me a favor, leave a like and follow. It tells the algorithm that geopolitical fan fiction is a legitimate art form, and frankly, I need that validation.